Hello everyone, welcome to my 2019 wrap-up video. I just wanted to show these two items quick because they're about to go out the door and be presented to the homeowner who invited us over to detect their yard when they saw us in a park and were interested and started talking to us. They showed some interest in a couple of the items, so as a gesture of goodwill and have some nice metal detecting karma going into 2020, made the shadow box for them. This is a World War I lead soldier. This is called a Scottish Rite of Freemasonry medallion. I did a little write-up about both the items, put it on the back here. And we're going to go present this to the homeowner. Shadow box, you can pick these up at Hobby Lobby for like $5 at the 50% off price. They always have a coupon going. So I just wanted to get this in, and now we'll get on to the rest of the wrap up. Found a lot of silver in 2019. That's for sure. Was a record year for me. Had 53 dug silver coins, scored another 2, one in a Coinstar, and one in some cash register change. Got a silver spoon, 4 rings, a thimble. The SLQ was on my bucket list for a long time, crossed that one off. The silver spoon was a bucket list item. This one has a nice monogram on it, and it also has a maker's mark on the back. Old coin silver from the 1800s. Nice ring, one ring there. There's another tiny ring. That's the 4 rings. The thimble was also on my bucket list. I've dug a few thimbles in the past, but this is the first one confirmed to be silver. So outstanding year. Ended up with 1 Walker, 1 SLQ, 6 War nickels, 29 Mercury dimes, 6 Barber dimes, 8 Roosevelts, 4 Washingtons, and this 1 Canadian dime. It's going to be a tough one to beat. We're going to have fun trying. Besides all the silver finds, I did find a number of other coins and tokens of other varieties that I want to show you. Just as a disclaimer, this year I ran all of my Indian head cents and nickel finds through a rock tumbler to clean them up. I didn't like the brown look. I have no interest in selling these. They're just for displaying purposes. I'm happy with the results. But I did find my first ever shield nickel. Late December hunt. I think it was the last hunt of the year. Thrilled with that. Dug a personal best 10 V nickels. A personal best 27 Buffalo nickels. A personal best 18 Indian head cents, plus the 19th one that somebody turned into a charm. It was a great year. Definitely killed the nickels. Over here we have large cent and other miscellaneous finds. Got some, this one has some cool counter stamping on it. Got a, I believe that's an 1857. That one's a little toasty. Another 1847. Here I dug a Canadian largie, which was a first for me. Another bucket lister checked off, 1917. Thrilled with that. Has cool green patina. I dug a, in August I believe, a Bank of Montreal half-penny token. It's 1844. Now when I talk about bucket listers, they're not, I don't really physically have a list drawn out, but it's pretty much anything that I've never dug before. Some things I don't even know exist, but I still call it a bucket lister. So this was on my bucket list, or it was checked off my bucket list. It's an 1837. Thought it was a largie when I dug it. It's called a Hard Times token. It says not 1 cent rather than 1 cent. Millions for defense, for tribute. Very cool. And this right here, this was on my bucket list. I had two things this year that I definitely set out to get. The 2 cent piece and the Standing Liberty quarter were both really on my list, on my radar, wanted them bad. Got both of them. Happy to have that. 2 cents. 1864. Also great green patina on that one. Over here, just some foreign coin finds. Had something from Jamaica, something from Mexico, something from Dominican, just some older George Canadian pennies. Nothing exciting here, just whenever you get a big coin, it's always fun. My first Eisenhower dollar. Dug Kennedy's before, but just thought I'd show that. Got a pressed penny. And let's get into some tokens. There's some different Syracuse transit tokens. An old trade token. Love those. This one also has a counter stamp on it. Finnan and Gibeau Division. I think it was said something like Weston Division. It's 2 street crossroads. Good for 5 cents in trade. These are all different arcade tokens, no cash value. Got Buttons Arcade, Fun Junction, Canada's Wonderland, Discovery Zone, some generic ones. This one looks a little older. Games at Olympic. Piece of play money. Here's an old token. Empire State Building on one side. And New York State seal on the other side. Love that. This one's just got a star on it. Chuck E. Cheese. Some New York State Lottery. Time Out, the Family Game Amusement Center. I don't even know what that is. And some of my other favorite miscellaneous relics. Got key fobs, buckles. This was the end of a doorknob handle. I always like the keys that say Yale on them. Little Indian charm. This is something to do with Freemasons, Masonry type medallion, skeleton key, dog tag, dog, buckle, cool old padlocks, suspender clips. Love finding relics like this. A little soldier, another key fob. So the coins are always fun, but it's these odd relics too that I love finding. That's some of the faves from this year. Here's the 2019 ring roundup. I ended up with 5, I counted, that were silver, marked sterling or 925. That's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them. That one and that one are all silver. This one is has markings, says it's 14 karat gold plated. Got the cool fire marshal ring and some other. That one has some nice inlays in it, probably brass or copper. I always get a kick out of finding rings. They're such a personal item to somebody at some point, and love finding them. Saving a little bit of history there. And another miscellaneous relics. I did great on bells. Loved the 2 big bells. Got my first ever proto bell. Has a ringer in there. That one has a ringer in there. This one it's like an old goat bell. It actually has the ringer's not attached, but I had the ringer separately. Found it right after I found it. Same spot. Couple thimbles. This one was my first ever silver. It's got the marking on it, sterling 9. Old lead toy tank. The Brady Bunch, Tiki. A winder. Some other placard to identify just an old hoe or rake or shovel. Comb. Some buttons. Nothing too great this year in the buttons. Some other miscellaneous jewelry, cufflinks, some religious medallions, some pins, disabled veteran tag, dog tag, universalist pin, cobra, Cub Scout Bobcat pin, scholarship pin, miscellaneous, a few knives, toy cars. Found a bunch more toy cars. These are just some of the older Tootsies. A real old car there. First ever Redline Hot Wheel. And the usual relics. Some other spoons and forks. More than what's even shown here. This one that we figured out was either a fork or spoon before it hit the press. So that was different. factory piece. Interesting stuff. Okay, 2019's been a great year. A lot of personal best set, a lot of bucket listers checked off. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Those of you that have been watching for 3-4 years, I appreciate you very much. Looking forward to a great 2020, and hopefully this white stuff here disappears soon, and we can get out there and do a little more detecting and bring you some more adventures. Have fun out there, and let's enjoy the ride. Take care.